Julio Gervacio. Juan Manuel Márquez.
Low blow here. Low blow here. You tell him I give them both.
Good he is, and Marquez is very good. His record 14-1. Not accustomed to being involved in long, drawn-out, bitterly contested bouts. And 30 wins. This guy from Puerto Rico can fight.
I think we were sold a bill of goods on that height.
The other way around. Upper body strength. It would appear that Marquez...
in the show tonight. However, his previous fight was a very controversial. Larry Rosadilla had a very controversial stoppage of that bout with Wheeler ahead on point.
I can't quite understand that, yeah.
It was not in the kind of trouble that would necessitate, it would seem, a stoppage of the fight, and Wheeler was winning the fight on point.
Gervacio took a pretty solid shot, and that Marquez caught Gervacio. I'm sure Gervacio felt that.
Yeah, Gervacio's legs are stiffening every time he gets hit with a right hand.
Red, trimmed in white. Round one with 10 seconds. Nice first round, I thought, for Marquez, Rich. I thought he landed the more solid.
1985, and the World Championship that he won in 1987, when he lost a pretty good fight, too, to Hector Acero Sanchez, a fight in which he had Sanchez in big trouble. And
tonight, while Fernando Paramo was back with Marquez, and we talked, he was quick to admit that, yes, this would be a very important fight. It's very early. We're in just round number 2 of a scheduled 10-rounder.
Marquez in his fights, Tom, is usually his first couple of rounds. He starts off rather slow. Then his punch on as the punches begin to pick up in power. He gets usually better as a fight wears on. He does not let you enjoy the advantage at all.
No. That's true. He could have waited a longer time for that. As I look at Gervacio, it might come to me on the way home and I'm driving up the freeway. Stretch the imagination would appear to have had the best of the first 2 rounds.
Only one time all last year. He fought once so far this year, just once last year.
Marquez is 22, Gervacio is 28.
In the first round and a headbutt in a fight against Javier Duran, and then he has reeled up.
Very strong, well-conditioned. Marquez looks to be a bit stronger upper. Richard almost lifted him right up in the air, didn't it?
Yeah, and I like what Marquez is doing so far in this fight, Tom. He's looking to handle a guy who can box in front of him.
Power of Marquez, who has knocked out 11 opponents out of 14 wins. So he too has got some punching ability.
And Gervacio, Tom, is thrown with a lot of snap. He is not sharp yet. And sometimes he looks like he wants to throw like a rusty fighter.
He is 28, in case you're wondering about the age. And there's a Marquez. So far, Marquez having a very nice rounds 1, 2, and clock ticking away in round 3, and that'll bring us to the close of the round. We'll be back.
Tom, who I feel is fighting a sensational fight so far in these first 3.
Yes, he's had 3 very fine rounds in our opinion. I share your thoughts in that regard. An ability to fight in this division against this type of opponent. Gervacio is high point in his young career, and so far he has handled it beautifully.
He gets hurt here on a couple of occasions by this youngster Marquez.
Looking on, fight night at the pond. We're down the freeway.
He's varying his attack, and as we mentioned earlier in the earlier round, Tom, he's beginning to pick up steam. Gervasio's just not getting off at all.
No. Marquez is getting off first, and landing. Catches that wonderful left hand right to the body and came right back up with the... Mr. Garza had to go. Now young Marquez, another one of the top young prospects.
I like the way Marquez is going to the body in this round, Tom. He's really dug some terrific, which he was unimpressive. Well, you know, Marquez had his learning experience, those 2 fights.
Caught Gervacio with a couple of solid left hooks, right hand, and Gervacio is down. Wherever you might be across the width and breadth of the country, we hope that it's a good Monday evening for you.
What's interesting too, Tom, is that Marquez has been able to land power punches while backing up. You know, Gervacio, as he backs up and he lands them with good power.
Yes, indeed. Solid right hand. Gervacio's on the ropes, going to have to fight his way past this one. May have working with an uppercut. He's got him into more trouble. Nailed Gervacio with all of them.
And in the previous exchange too, Tommy showed.
This is round number 5. He had Gervacio down in the 4th. The right hand there connects.
Showing some blood now from the right nostril. I can't recall Gervacio landing a punch.
Right.
And man, I'm telling you, I'm feeling that same kind of way tonight as I see Marquez.
Ferrer knocked out Eddie Cook
yes,
the same night, yeah. Catches 2 right hands.
In trouble as the round came to an end. The bell saved him. I thought it was a big enough round for Marquez to win.
Down, it looked as though he was going to go. And the last 2 shots he hit him with, Reggie, might have been very, very fortunate that the bell sounded when it did. It saved him, I think, from possibly going down the
last year. He looks tonight as though he's getting old in one night.
There's a left hand by Gervacio trying to fight his way. Blows are raining down one on the other. But Marquez, some punch that had even this fight up or put this kid down or do something to swing it.
Hand to get things going there.
Not a knockdown. He's flipped it.
Remember back in the first round, you could see those legs of Gervacio stiffening up when he.
Looking nicely to the body. Gervacio throws a right hand to the body.
Yeah, he's showing marks of a fight in a fight that he's dominating completely.
Yes. Gervacio was down in the 4th round.
And I thought the last round was Gervacio's best round. At least he had some moments in that one, Tom. And from a competitive standpoint.
So here we are in round number 7. Curtis. Good right hand by Marquez, and he had Gervacio.
There's a good variety of punches, Tom. Marquez really varies the attack. Head, body.
Punches, double hooks, back with the right hand.
He is swelling up bad. That is really a bruise, man. You're talking about a big-time black-eyed.
Solid shots, and yet his recuperative powers for a guy 28, one who's been down in the 4th round. Marquez.
He can get it there. Marquez has already landed something straight and clean to his face.
And oftentimes not one immediate range. Boxing him beautifully and out punching him, no question about it.
Gervacio's moving.
Certainly had the best of it. His punches have been harder.
Well, that was an interesting.
Number 7, he's belaboring. Gervacio will be
head punches, hooks and uppercuts, straight crosses as well. Marquez had perhaps just in exultation that he was able to get, exultation that he was able to get through the round. Exultation that he was able to get through the round.
Ending of the round has saved him from going down, and there's a left hand and a right thrown by Mark. The doctor's in the ring. His head landed rather solidly. What a dramatic finish. Hear the thump.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 30. Juan Manuel Márquez.